Being friends when we just should. Hey, got him. Oh shit, I got called in 2 spots. I'm still gonna bet these guys are donkeys. If we got shoved on, we fold. Look at that party. If I get shoved on by this dude, I'm not. Oh, kind of want to throw it. Stick it in. These guys are actually one of a kind. Head down to Club WPP Gold. Oh man. White shirt's falling. We got the phone going. Maximizing EV. How can we go back to being friends? I'm gonna do that thing that I did before.
Homeownership is often considered the cornerstone of the American dream, symbolizing stability, financial responsibility, and independence. Yet owning a home also comes with significant responsibilities.
Ace-5 suited to goat hand. 3-bet ace-4 suited, 4, 8, 10. We're just gonna range, assuming it's overfolded to a range bet. Turns an 8. It's gonna be a significantly better card for him. Probably just gonna check and give up. There's a lot of worlds where it goes check, 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 and we beat King Jack because people don't know what they're doing. Calling you right now. Check, 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 check. We beat King Jack of Hearts. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm just giving up on that turn. We don't block any ace-x combos. For bluffing that hand, we're probably over bluffing because we're going to have a ton of like 9x hands and flush draws to bluff. I don't mind giving up there. Four-bet clicking or folding. We're obviously going to take the aggressive route, even on the tightest configuration I've ever seen. This is probably really bad. If I had to rate how bad this is, I'm giving it like an 8 out of 10 on the badness scale. I'm just going to get jammed on. We get through one. I can't imagine this guy having a hand worse than ace-king. I don't know why I did this. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Come down to Club WPT Fold where you can pay to see your opponent's hands. It's one of a kind. Oh. King Jack suited, under the gun open. I really gotta figure out my under the versus under the gun ranges, because pretty sure this is too loose. 8-handed versus under the gun, but it's whatever. We'll just see a flop because I'm not getting 4-bet enough off my hand to stop doing it. Just gonna put in a quarter pot bet kind of just betting the strength of our strength of our hand. We shouldn't be getting raised on this board too often. We could start turning our hand into bluff, but I think this pool underfolds. So checks back. There's things we beat, there's things we don't beat. I think we have enough showdown value. We could even bet sometimes, like a quarter. Block and try to get called by worse. Chop. It's pretty thin on the river, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Gonna ISO this to 10 bigs. Check the dog, right? There. Okay-ish flop. Gonna go quarter. If you gave me a penny for every time I said we're gonna go quarter, I'd be a millionaire. We have just showdown value here. We could think about turning our hand into a bluff sometimes, but I don't think that's a good idea. Now we could turn our hand into a bluff, but I think we're just gonna stick in the call. It's getting 3-1. Maybe be good 25% of the time. Queen 9 offsuit, only on Club WPT Global. I think it's fine. Yeah. With the antes in play, here's probably just getting a price in the big blind to call with any two. It's coming loud out of my earbuds. Hopefully, I should be significantly louder than the music. I don't know. Ace king off, early position. Opening it to 6. I'm not gonna sweat about opening sizes too much, especially in these games. We get 3-bet to a pretty reggy sizing. We can, if we were out of position, we'd probably just rip it in position, or just gonna click it back. When a cold caller gets in there, now we're gonna just rip it. There's no point. We get snap called. It's not the best thing in the world. He has also ace king, and we chop. I was getting free rolled to backdoor hearts, which isn't fun. This website's a gold mine. If you can breathe out of your nose consistently, you can probably make money on this website. And I'm a pretty bad mouth breather, and I still make money on this website. I don't know about this. I think folding's good. Folding's good in theory. I don't think in practice it matters very much. We're gonna go for a check raise here. So our hand's pretty good and super wide configuration. Half pot seems to be fine. It's gonna be overfolded here severely after check flop. So we're gonna overbet for value because he just has a capped range and he's probably a station and it looks like we can't have much. I don't know. What you saying to me? But the glimmer in your eyes and me. I wanna get undressed. You are late, you say to me. But the glamour in your eyes tell me I don't wanna get undressed. I won't forget. Am I tilted right now? Hold up. Tilt the towers. For a new person. I'm a gutter and 2 overs on the bottom left is probably fine to see turn. We turn the open under, but the flush draw comes in, so like all our outs are kind of done for. Jed Judkins, what's good? I got a 60-second stream delay. Oh my god. Playing on the phone right now. I almost folded queens because I wasn't paying attention. So this guy's just going to go all in with the limp raise, and we're going to call. And he has ace king. We have a free roll. Did not get there. We're going to chop it up. Ace queen suited. Pretty darn good hand in the bottom left. We turn the hearts and the gutter. We probably have the best hand anyway with ace high, so we're gonna just try to get value from worst 2 overs. Like, I don't know, king, queen. I still think we have the best hand often. We're gonna check call against a bad bluff on the river. Yeah. Just almost had the best hand over there. So for any non-poker viewer in here, we got 4 games going. All of them are going to be $200 buy-ins. The blinds are 1-2. If I click here, you can see on this screen, I got $300. It's just being represented in big blinds right now, because the blinds are actually 51, but there's a $2 straddle on, so it's 51-2 blinds. Jed's asking me to go all in. I can't. I got no good hands. I just went all in with the second with Ace King. Up here we're up like 130, down $8, up 240, up 280-ish. Brand new, completely legal in 46 states poker. I'm not affiliated with this site, but I wish I was. Pretty slow right now, not picking up the biggest of hands. We're also playing on the phone. It's hard to see, but we're up $330. So that's also good. Sucks that this table seems to be dying because your win rate goes up the deeper your stack gets. So over here we have $200 more than the buy-in is. But if the table breaks, we're gonna have to buy into a new table for 200 big blinds again. Kind of sucks because then our win rate against these two people that are about our same size of stack will go down. 10-9 suited with the call in between is kind of close because he has 100 bigs. We don't really want to call off a shove, so we're just going to call a flop top pair. We're probably just going to check to him. We're just going to call this, and he's probably going to jam with air. And then he's going to jam with a better 10, and I'm going to call off. Kind of a dumb spot with the low SPR, but what can we do? We turned the flush draw, which is just so nutty. So if we were behind, we have a chance to catch up. Any 9 or flushes or any club will probably be good for us. And because it's club WPT gold, he has 8s. Donking into 4 people in a single raise pot on a 10 high board. Not good. I can never understand these humans. They just don't like money. They want to burn it all. Open ender versus 4 people. We can bet or check. I'm just gonna bet small. When in doubt, just bet a third. The button calls probably capped range. We're gonna check back here. Kind of the nut low turn. A lot of things turn 2 pair and then flushes come in. Over here we're gonna go a third pot. We think we have the best hand a lot of the time. Try to get called by an 8. We're actually gonna go half because we think he has an 8. We have nothing. We're gonna fold. We get called by King High because this is Club WPT Gold. And he thought he had the best hand, but he didn't. Ace Jack off on the bottom left. Gonna open this up. Just gonna fold over here. Also gonna fold on the bottom right to the 3-bet. I honestly don't know if this is considered a 3-bet when it's just like a min-click open. Fun fact, I swear Somber uses like the same freaking beats for all of his songs, just slightly mixes them up. But doesn't every artist? Dog cam. Whoa. Dog cam. Jack's top left. Gonna open it up. Bottom right, we can call if it folds to us. We're gonna be getting 9 to 1 because the setup is bonkers. Gonna flop middle pair, just check it. Over here, we're gonna check range on that board, I think, and just check raise and get the money in. We turn a flush, pretty mediocre one. Over here, we probably have the best hand as well. We're just gonna call this. We get check jammed on, which is wait, not check jammed. We just get jammed on, and we're gonna call. Too much air. Like dudes are just spazzing out in this game. It's so weird. We probably have the best hand. If he goes all in, I probably will fold. I'd probably check a queen there. Standard hand in the top left. We're up about $800 on the 3 of the tables, which is really nice because I started the stream like 5 minutes ago. Only on Club WPT Gold. It's quite literally the most insane action I've ever seen. King 10 off in the bottom left. Late position. Open it up. Button calls. Small blind calls. Big blind's thinking. They both call. We flop a gutter with an over. And our over's not very clean. Because it's going to bring the... Oh no, our over's pretty clean. Just gonna check this multi-way. Turns a deuce. If it gets checked to us again, we're gonna start bluffing and go big, 2 streets. I tried to generate fold equity from 9x and 8x, mainly 8x, because I don't even think 9x checks the turn. Super beneficial. We get it like pairs 8 and under to fold, and players are in balance, just none of them ever have a queen there. ISO this with the dead money behind me to 9 bigs. We get 3-bet. This ESPN guy is like just off the rails. I've seen him play before, so there's nothing we can do other than call. We flop a gutter and a pair draw, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say our pair draw is good. If we, oh, this goes so huge. 3 to 1, 25%. We have like, I'm actually gonna fold. He went a little large, but this is gonna be a guy we're gonna try to attack for the rest of the day. He was just ripping the most atrocious hands earlier. Dog moved locations. Whew. Austin. Oh, Austin. How do you play so many tables at once? I don't know when you said that, but I got a dope setup. Let's see if I can like whip it around. I got 2 screens. I got 4 going over there. Recordings going over there. Yeah, you can get the software for Club GG as well, where you can open multiple instances and have like 2 accounts running 4 tables each. And you can't sit at the same table, obviously, because it has like geolocation or whatever. But you can have like 4 dudes on one table and 4 pages on another. And then Club WPT Gold lets you do 4 tables. Then I just played this on my phone. I downloaded an emulator to play Poker 2 on my PC as well, but it's laggy. It's super laggy. It like takes my entire PC's RAM to run for some reason. Top set, no 10. Boom, let's go. It's incredibly hard to run. Yeah, so I just try to stick to the phone, but I need to find a better emulator to run the Poker 2 on. Because the Poker 2 on the PC, when it's working, is fire. Although you can't type, which sucks. Because I'd be talking hella shit to Ape. Austin, also, if you're still in here, I would, like, hurry and play on this website before it gets banned again in States, because the players are so atrocious. It's like, it's sickening how bad they are. Like on any other poker site, I'm like severely overfolding in spots because I think they're underbluffed, but like every single spot on this app is just so overbluffed that you can't fold anything. And it's kind of a fun way to play poker because you just get it in no matter what you're holding, and you don't really have to think. I have top pair, I can't fold and shovel the money in. The camera's being cooked right now. Obviously the 4 flush is not gonna be one we're getting a sticky on though. I deposited $1,000 into this website, 2 buy-ins at a time. I did a $500 buy-in, rinsed it, then I did another $500 buy-in and played just it's like 20 cent, 50 cent, $1 5 days ago, and I've spun it up to 10 racks in 5 days. Just playing 1-2 basically. It's just punts everywhere. Like, people don't respect their money here. We turn a draw, which is good. And it's good because we can now fold out 7x on the turn. If we go a little larger. And then if we get called, we're just going to give up rivers because we think king x is underfolded. Yeah. What I tell you, this website's crazy. Bottom left, she's just sticky with 3-3. Very unusual website. It's funny, you can get some bluffs through on some people and you can't get others through on others. Very specific pool reads. We turn trip aces and it's our worst trip aces. We could check to be balanced, or we can bet and try to get called by 9. I think we're just gonna check it back. It's like severely caps our range. We turn an open ender, which is nice. Just gonna bet. Just gonna go large here, try to get called by a non-believing 9. If we get raised, we probably just fold. Over here, we're gonna check back. I'll never understand this game. Looks like they folded. The ISO ace 4 over here. They called in one spot. King Jack 3, this is an extremely capped range. I don't even think he can have top 2 here. Just gonna bet small and blast the turn. Probably good enough to 3-bet with the dead money. Also being in position. So yeah, up about 240, 260, and 430. And down probably like $50 over here. So good quick short session. I'll probably wrap it up in like 30 minutes and go to bed. I've gone to bed at like 6 a.m. the past 4 nights in a row. Not this song. Play some Billie Eilish. Sounds great. Probably just gonna call here and try to set mine. Getting quite the good price, and we're never gonna get ISO'd enough to make it unprofitable. If this guy checks, we actually probably have the best hand. She was crying on my shoulder. Jacks in the top right, turn up. If it says I have a few viewers right now. If anyone's watching, how visible are the bottom left 2 screens? Are they like, can barely see what's going on, or are they like, okay? Would love to know. 3-bet jacks. This guy's tanking. Seems like he's just AFK. Gonna get this one through as well, which is always lovely. I actually don't know if this website has no flop, no drop. I don't know. With 19 big blinds of dead money, this is probably a 3-bet. Like, this is why this website's so weird. You're getting like just a call. I'm getting almost damn near 3-1. I'm just gonna 3-bet it up. hand does not play well as a 3-bet, but I don't really want it to go 10 ways. If this guy like jams, for this website's crazy. You just get a cold call of a 3-bet in the small blind. Like, these dudes just are the worst poker players ever born. We have two options: take our showdown value or start bluffing. If it was heads up, I'm probably just gonna run that as a triple barrel, but I don't think it's that good when you go multi-way to bluff. I don't think on raise, this is probably a fold or 3-bet at some frequency, and we're just gonna fold. This might be a pure 3-bet, I don't know. I actually don't know theory as well as I should. We flop an open-ender down here with kind of only a 6-out open-ender. We're gonna call once. Turns a diamond. If he checks back, we're just gonna blast river. Like, pretty big. We get to fold. Who says I don't bluff? We're gonna leave this table. Try to find a new 1-2 to join. We'll just get straight into the 1-2-4. How about that? Time to gamble. My camera's in front of my freaking thing. There we go. Holy cow, we flop a straight. But we're just gonna get coolered by ace king, which is always fun. Two options, call or raise. We're gonna go with the call option. It's actually close, I think. Beautiful turn card. Gonna go just all in, like less than 1 SPR. Kind of a no-brainer. I'm gonna get called by top pair and aces. 9-3 in a 3-bet pot. 9-3 suited in a 3-bet pot. I'm telling you, this is the worst player pool I've ever seen in my entire life. 9-3 suited in a 3-bet pot. I'm pretty sure I think he double called. I think he called my raise and he called the 3-bet. It's the worst player pool I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know, man. Playing on Club GG feels like ultra hard mode poker compared to this. I played some 2-4 in a new club today and found out the club was really soft, so gonna be playing that a little more often. But this is just like printing money. The 1-2-4 on the bottom right I'm playing now is actually kind of a tough game. I actually don't recognize any of the players though right now, which is always good. I've started to recognize some regulars on this website, but there's not a lot, and they're not very good either. Okay, can you guys see the bottom two screens? Please, someone tell me. Bottom two screens. Are they visible? This one and this one? Or is it like super grainy and small? Because turns out like fitting the poker screens onto the stream is like almost one of the most impossible things to do. They don't fit very well. Because you can't even do two big screens because they just start overlapping. And you can't do 4 because of the proportions. Up 310 on the phone still, which is always clutch. I've been just getting rinsed in this club, specifically in like 4-bet pots, playing $2,000 deep. Where the deck's just hitting me in my face. So I stopped playing so deep because you're only going to play so many 4-bet pots, and if you run bad, you're just going to get rinsed. So playing shorter is going to reduce a little bit of variance. So I can try to like climb back. Getting 3-1. Just gonna stick in the call, try to make a top pair. Playing super deep, this is just an easy call. Make bottom pair. Gonna see a turn versus the quarter pot size. Not a very good turn for our hand, but it's like okay for our range. Checking back down here feels like we're just agreeing to lose the pot, but yeah. I'm sure turning our hand into a bluff in the bottom left is slightly better. Maybe not. I don't believe this dude has a jack, which is a little sus. I don't know what he'd be raising with. He'd have to check back top kicker playing monkey in the middle. I just don't think that's happening. They just snap folds. This dude had a check though. He did have a jack. We're gonna open ace king off. Button calls and the straddle calls, or the big blind calls, the straddle calls. Flop top. We block. It doesn't really matter what we block here. Just gonna bet enough to get a 10 to call by the middle position guy. The guy in the middle, not middle position guy, I should say. Okay, so now we have filtered his range, and it's probably gonna be gut shots, pairs, and strong hands, I guess. We're playing deep, so I think he'd three bet just a lot of his strong hands, sets, 2 pairs. So now we're gonna be targeting his better ace-x and kind of leaving behind the 10x. He just folds, so it's whatever. The goat hand. Gonna be 3-betting it up. When you're playing on Club WPT Gold, this is not a bluff, this is actually a value raise, because this guy just has like 4 deuce offsuit. Cold call out of the big blind. We flop top pair, no kicker. There's probably merit to going quarter and checking. And I think, oh, what's up? It scared me.
Video?
Yeah. You can say hello.
Hi.
Love you. 10 on the turn is going to be really good for his range. Gut shots come in, 2 pairs come in. Just going to check it back. Kind of like the nut low card for us, but we sometimes win. King 9 off. Cold calling on the big blind in a 3-bet pot. The worst player pool I've ever seen in my entire life. The worst player pool I've ever seen in my life. See what our balance is at. 5-9. Just standard open. Cut off. King. Let me rephrase this. Not rephrase this. Reiterate this. King 9 offsuit in the big blind versus an under the gun, then a middle position 3-bet. Cold calls. King 9 offsuit. Calls the flop. And he has 600 bigs in front of him right now. We could start bluffing here, and I'm actually going to do that because I think the sizing is kind of weak. We get snap called. Ty Hale is going to watch me punt off my first bluff of the day. He's pretty uncapped, but like some 6x hands like a6 kind of fold now. It's one of the spots that look really scary to bluff in the top right, but you kind of got to do it. There's a lot of inelastic hands on the turn and a ton of elastic hands on the river. That's the way I'd phrase it. Tons of open-enders that don't want to fold yet. And then you get to the river and they have like a pair no kicker and they just had to fold. This is way too big. I don't know why I clicked this so much. Ty Hale in the chat. What's goodie? Ty, I'm also on the phone right now. I see you. Ty Hale in the 9 seat, crushing. Let's see, it's Ty ties up right, ties up $300. Let's go. Let's go, Ty. Ace 7 suited. In the big blind. This is just gonna be a 3-bet if he opens. Trying to get a heads up, get this guy to fold. Heads up in position. Prime spot. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if my mic's working. If it's working, please someone tell me if the bottom 2 screens are visible or are they just grainy and should I get rid of them? Please someone tell me that. I need to know. Just gonna be I-swing this versus the cutoff limp. I meant to go bigger, but I misclicked. Obvious 3-bet, fold. Probably a call if it just folds to me because I'm going to get fucking 4-1. Not the greatest flop I've ever seen. We get 3-bet, which kind of makes me want to kill myself with this hand. Because you can't really call. I don't really want to stick in more money with this hand, and I don't want to call. But I'm getting 2-1. So maybe calling's fine. But if I jam, I'm never getting called by worse. That's why we call, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We flopped the Nutter Butters. And, oh, I rivered a straight. I didn't even notice. We just get the nuttiest flop, the nuttiest turn. Now kings, queens, and jacks are going to be a little more inelastic to sizing. So we can probably go 60 and get called. And then obviously we get like, we just like stack ace queen. Bottom left screen, he just jams the turn with jacks. I don't know what's going on. He jams the turn with jacks in a 3-bet, in a 4-bet pot when I have like all the ace X suited. I have every single, I have ace jack suited, ace queen suited, ace king suited, ace king off. Just jams the turn. Gives me $300. I don't know what's going on. On top of that, we get a cold call in the small blind when we're holding aces and we 3-bet on the mud. I'm telling you, this is the best action I've ever seen, ever. And this dude's... Okay, never mind. Watch, he's gonna donk jam. Oh my gosh. I've seen it too many times. Gonna go super tiny and try to get something to spaz out. He calls. Now we have a 1 SPR. We're probably just gonna go small jam. It'd be nice to get called by ace or queen jack, ace jack. There's some of it. Tilt machine opens to 6 bigs. This is 1, 2, 4, so we gotta lock in a little harder on the bottom right. So getting 4-bet isn't the best thing you've ever seen. Getting 2 to 1, probably just gonna fold. They just had kings. Just kings. Only on Club WPT Gold can you pay $4 to see their cards. That's what I just did. $4. It's worth it. I think when you... So, Tilt Machine is kind of a reg. I've seen him a couple times. I think it's definitely worth paying maybe like 10 big blinds a day to figure out what people are holding. I think it's definitely profitable. Because if he 4-bets me twice in a day, both time I look and he has aces and kings, I'm just never gonna look again, and I'm gonna overfold severely to all his 4-bets. If I check twice and he has like ace 4 suited, I just can't ever fold jacks to a 4-bet now. Boom. Now I can exploit the shit out of him for $40 a day. I can exploit him for the rest of my life. I would consider it worth it. Is it a massive money grab? Most definitely. If you guys also haven't noticed, the time bank costs money. So you don't get a time bank. You have to pay money for the time bank. So you have to pay, I don't know what either, if it's, so it's 0.2 big blinds for your first time bank, but then it says 0.4 for a second time bank. I don't know if it's just 0.2 for every one and it's just telling you how much you spent, or it's like exponential where you're paying 2 and then next time you click you're paying 4 and then next time you're paying 6. I don't know which one it is, but you're just paying for the time bank. Huge money grab. It's actually gross. If they want to do that, we flop a set, by the way. If they were to do that, I wish they would lower the rake. It checks to us. Just gonna go a third. We get 3-bet. Not really getting a price. Out of position. Standard fold. We get called in 2 spots. Holding the 3 of clubs means there's like no ace 3 suited. I still think they're both so severely capped, and I don't think either of them have queen X. So I just have to go small again. They both fold. Under the gun open, this is probably a fold. In theory. In practice, I'm not getting 4-bet enough. So I can probably just do it. We get called, and we see the nut low flop for my specific hand. Kind of the nut low turn. I'm gonna go for it if he does that. We turn showdown value, and we're now going to switch our mindset from bluffing to value betting. And we're trying to get a 10 to call. Okay, he just has a flush because on Club WPT Gold they let you off the hook and just call with a flush on the river. I don't know. Out of position over here with a super low stack to pot ratio. Just gonna bet a third. The whales are gonna call the queen or a 9. 3-bet pot. What is that, ace 9 off? I'll never understand. I don't think I'd ever just call with a flush. I'm trying to think. It's a 3-bet pot in a tight fit configuration, but like I can just have like aces with a club. I would value bet any pair above a queen. I'd even value bet ace 10 on 10 on the river because I'm a sicko. Yeah, the call with that hand is bad. Call on the button. Fold to the straddle. Flop comes not what I want it to be. High level analysis. We're gonna check, and he's not gonna have a lot of good hands here. And I have a backdoor flush draw and 2 overcards, and that means I can't fold. Turn brings in a heart flush draw. I'm still gonna be sticky. I think this is an over. Like, he's just saying he has a 6 or better now. And I don't really buy that. Okay, fun fact, he had Jack 2 offsuit. So I lose the pot. Maybe he's better than me. Maybe that's why I'm a losing poker player, because I don't call Jack 2 off on the button. And c-bet the 6-6-5 flop. Maybe that's why I'm not good at poker. Just kidding, I'm a crusher. I would never let that guy get to me. One thing that I don't know about is how wide I'm supposed to be calling out of the blinds, even from the small blind and big blind, when like early position opens, because you're getting like 2 to 1 because of the ante. The ante's huge, and because of the straddles on, you're getting like a huge price every time it folds to you, or when like someone just opens to 6 big blinds. You're getting like 3 to 1, sometimes 4 to 1 in spots, depending on how big they open. So I wonder how wide you're supposed to call. I wish this site offered rake back, but it don't. Six with an under the gun open, it's probably just gonna fold. Calling, getting 2 to 1 is like kind of fine if everyone behind me is ass. Oh man, I'm getting tired. I should set a timer to get off soon. I'm gonna set a timer for 9 minutes. Like here, I'm getting 3 to 1. Like, am I allowed to fold anything? I need 25% equity plus my edge. Like, sometimes I don't blame these players for like getting in there with any 2, because I think you kind of have to with this straddle. Probably a good hand to raise, but it's gonna be underfolded by ace-x. Kind of a nut low turn. Can we still call the turn? We have a gutter. And we have a flush draw, a bad flush draw. I think calling the turn's fine. I don't love... Well, now I want a donk. I knew it was a donk spot. God damn it, Henry. Well, I was correct. My flush draw was live, and so was my... So glad I didn't raise, though. I would have just got jammed on. This is a good spot. $2 a dead bunny. They're just gonna check with any two. Top pair is always good. Checking or probably going big is good in this spot. Check or big bet, I think. He just goes massive. Just gonna call. Our hand's kind of turned into a bluff catcher in a way because of his sizing. But I think it's a severely over bluffed node when check two. He's just gonna go big big. We turn the open ender, we turn a two pair draw. That's not very the best two pair draw, but it's a good river because we don't lose, like there's less queen 3 combos and like king queen combos we lose to. We're probably just gonna call. I don't know, like does he have threes? Jesus, man, what? Hold on. Okay. Let's go through the checklist. Over bluff node. Did we induce? We checked to him twice. Could induce. The bluffs, like 10-9, and queen jack. Queen jack makes a pair, so it's less likely to bluff. I think I'm just gonna stick in the call because it's Club WPT Global and or Gold, and he could have like any two. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I don't know, man. Queen jack with a huge half pot C bet, or not half pot, full pot C bet on the flop. It's not ideal. I don't know, it's probably fine. I think it's a winning call. I've seen dudes just spaz out with like ace 4 in that spot. Ace 4 off. We have jacks, and it's just they're giving us a slam dunk squeeze. I love the slam dunk squeezes. They make me so happy. I'd imagine we have the best hand here. No. Ace high flop out of position. Gonna go a quarter. We get called, turns offsuit deuce, suited deuce, brings in diamonds. My thought process is slowing down. I'm getting so tired. I'm just gonna fold. No, I'm not. I first thought, wow, it's a big bet, but that's a third, like, mergey, like 6-6. I don't know. I can't fold. Backdoor diamonds coming now. Jesus, man. I guess it's just like ace-x of diamonds. The size is relatively large. Guess his ace-x of diamonds. 3-4 of diamonds. Yeah. Just fun fact, when the 1-2 table player bets half pot on river when the river's like 100 big blinds, 150 big blinds, whatever it was, he has it. We flop a good draw on a board that's not very good for us. I mean, I say not very good for us, but I have so much board coverage in my 3-betting range that, like, I can have all the nuts here. But from a recreational 3-bet calling point of view, like, they're gonna also hit this board really hard. Okay. Thoughts now. I have ace high, so I have showdown values. Second thought is that he can't have anything here. Like anything, because he's just going to bet all his strong hands on the flop. So I'm just going to go bet and try to get this guy to fold. Like, I don't care what he tries to fold. Okay, now we have super showdown value. I always have the best hand here. But it's a chop where I win. The question is, does checking and bluffing make more money, or does getting him to fold the chop make more money? And I'm going to say checking and getting to bluff makes more money. Whoa, he goes all in. What in the world? Okay, well... Shit. What? Okay, my initial thoughts is it's an under bluff spot. I'm gonna check back this and check fold. Wow, man, this is actually a weird one. I'm gonna fold. I gotta see it. Wow, I knew it. Ah! Freak, man. I just didn't think. I thought it was an under bluff spot in the way that if he was a thinking player, he would check back all his ace-x or his 10x. Oh, man, I don't know. That's close. If he was a thinking player and it's 3-bet pot and he gets checked too, he probably checks back a lot of 10x and 9x. If he has, like, a brain cell or two. But then again, like, the recreational goes a third when they have a bluff there, like, always. So then there's, like, this line of thought that's adding up, saying if he's a thinking player, then he's going to have 10x, and it's going to be an under bluff spot by a thinking player. And then if he's a recreational, oh my god. If he's a recreational, the recreationals don't go for all-in bluffs. But the recreational also bets all his 10x. So I don't know. That's a brain tweezer for me. Oh, that one was gross. I didn't like that spot. That's it's kind of annoying though, because like I'm tanking in a kind of a hard spot and I'm paying $4 to tank for 40 seconds. It's just so dumb. If it was on GG, I'd have a 2-minute time bank and I could just like sit there and like actually think. And... That's a sick bluff though. Was he holding a heart too? So dope. Respect. Looking back on it, if I were to make the assumption that more than likely than not he never has a boat, I don't know. If he never has a boat, I should probably just go all in myself and always get the chop fold, rather than risk like getting jammed on and then getting put in the spot. Because then if I get jammed on, I either call and lose and call and chop, but if I go all in, I either win or chop or lose. I don't. Fuck. I either win or lose. Because I don't think an ace calls me. Shit. Poker's hard. I don't know. I pick up kings on the 2-4 table. This is gonna be my last hand. Oh shit. Let's zoom it up. Final hand. Final hand. Come on. Everyone get in here. Just jam one beautiful flop. Doesn't get prettier than that. Someone donk jam. Last hand magic, baby. Last hand magic. Let's go. Yes. We get the donk. Question is, do we just call or do we rip it in? I think we're going to call, lay the trap, pray that the turn's not an ace. Because if he just has like tens, he's going to rip it because he's a bitch. He has tens and he's going to put it in. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? He has tens and I get all his money. In the 2-4 table, this pot's going to be huge. And then he's going to tank call with nines. And then I'm going to have them both dominated. Tens. No spade. Let's go. Last hand of the day.